Righto, starting this one out, guys, in my backyard. Cut myself shaving. I might check out this ute, but it is Ford day. Righto, so Ford day. I bought a few Fords recently. One I've been looking for a long time. We'll have a quick look at it, and there's another one there with some good parts and stuff to add to other ones that I've bought. But I don't think you guys have seen these HRs before. So this is HR utes. I bought this one and another one that's down the side of the house out in Miles years ago. This one's a really good ute, but it's been rolled over. So there's a lot of good parts and stuff. But that rear quarter panel is actually stoved right in. And this one here I got from a bloke that I met out at Roma. You've probably seen Scott, his name is Scott Weaver. He's always got a lot of cars and stuff out there. But I bought this HR off him a long time ago. It's really good in the gutters, in the quarters, but there's no flaw in it. There's no flaw in it to the point where you can't even bolt a diff into this thing because it was sitting on a mound of dirt and it actually rusted away at the floor. But anyway, I'll show you these Dodge cabs after the Fords. Alright, so check out these Fords. We'll start out with the Escort. Have a look at this thing, Mark 1, love it. Back in the day, I had a two-door Mark 2. This is a Mark 1 Escort, so it's the first of them. Okay, it is a two-door, it's not that rusty. But anyway, happy day. Bottoms of the quarters. This thing's been sitting for a long time. Boot floor's gone. Sills aren't too bad. This has been painted and restored before, but it seems pretty solid. So we've got pretty good rails, bit there. The floor pans are actually quite good, guys. I'm very, very surprised. This brake front end looks good. It doesn't look terrible. You know, this sort of stuff's gone, but you can buy these panels to weld new ones on. I am pretty happy, guys. Once you get them up in the air, you can really see how bad they are. But this thing's actually not a bad sort of little car. Yeah, but we're going to go through and you guys are going to be able to see what I've collected recently. I've been very busy. I decided I wasn't buying anything else coming up to Christmas, but obviously that didn't happen because I bought about 25 cars. But now, someone pulled the windows out a long time ago from the looks of it, but I think it's actually saved the car because these channels are quite good. There's a little bit just there, which is an easy fix. It does have front and rear seats. There's a lot of glass there. There's one bumper. There, bits off the Studebaker. It's got front seats. Dash is missing. Gutters are good. Boot lid's pretty bad. That's good around this window. Doors are okay. It's good around the front window. I'm very surprised, guys. This is a good find. Very happy. Any of you guys that are into Escorts know how hard it is to find one in this sort of shape, which is good. The quarter glasses look to be in there as well. But we are going to go through and I'm going to set up all these cars in a row, put a table out the front. They're going to go through, they're going to get all the old leaves out. What I generally do is pull the carpets and stuff out of them because the carpets get wet and the rust will continue, and we wash them out. Where this place was, the pH in the soil is very high and the cars rust out terribly, like really bad. When we picked up this Studebaker, the axle stands that was on it had actually eaten the axle stands away. It was about to fall over. So we're going to go through the pressure washer with clean water, wash all these out, get rid of any of the dirt and the salty dirt, and preserve them while they are sitting here waiting for restoration. So for the people that want to cry, if I get to a point where I am not going to do a car or decide that I'm not interested, at that point, that day, basically, I start to sell the car. I don't just sit on them for the sake of sitting on them. It's only stuff. But as you've got to understand, I'm 45 now. I've got at least 20-25 years of working life left in me. So I need enough cars to build each year to sell to make a living. That's why I have so many cars, which I'm sure you can understand. But yeah. All right. I have got 2 more to go pick up. They're just normal cars, nothing special. So yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy to have found that one. I might have a Mark II 4-door coming up. We'll find out about that end of January. And my plans are, I've been researching into those Escorts a bit. They do a Z-Tech conversion. So early Focuses come out with a 2-litre fuel injected, look at that, fuel injected Z-Tech motor. I've got a T5 Ford box down there that'll go behind it. Probably won't be turbocharged or anything, just with trumpets on the side, be pretty cool. But I think it's called, it's a Ford company over in England that do kits for them. So I may buy all that kit, the pipes, the mounts, and all that sort of stuff, and put it away with that project. That way when we get to it, we'll have everything there ready to do it. This next Ford, it's not my one, it was actually a customer job. I don't normally get involved, as you'll hear from what I say in the video, in doing repairs on cars, but sometimes people need your help and just put a part of the towing. So anyway, check out this XW. She was a sweet thing, sort of. Bloody expensive. Righto, before we get stuck into my crap, we've got this Survivor XW here that, it's a customer car, so it's a tow job. It can't get transported down to South Australia until the brakes are working. We generally don't take on customer jobs, like mechanical jobs. I'll repeat that. We do not take on customer mechanical jobs. We don't have time because, as you know, it's only me and Leith. But this went to another mechanic. He couldn't repair it, so it's here now because we'll just be able to do it. It's, yeah, the mechanics put all new parts and stuff on it, but can't get them to seal, can't get them to work. So we'll start, anyway, it's just a simple job. It shouldn't be a major problem. But 6-cylinder, paid ridiculous money for it. It's got, someone's put their own custom sort of GS stripe on it. Someone's cut that sunroof into it, which to me is just the biggest shame that I've ever seen in my life. Red interior, bench seats, GS wheel. Apparently it went to Lloyd's auctions and someone jumped the fence and stole the steering wheel, so Lloyd's actually replaced this steering wheel. GS dash. It's got a new guard that come with it. There's a boot. It's got the proper hubcaps and stuff in the boot. Apparently they're worth big money, that's why they've been put away. They had it at auction for 55 grand, so I don't know what the guy paid, but I think it's way up there in price. I don't know, it's a lot of money. But nice guy though. So it's going down to South Australia. I spoke to, you've probably seen him on here commenting and stuff. He's always been a big supporter of the channel. Tow King down in South Australia. So if you're in South Australia and Adelaide and you're looking for a tow operator like myself that really cares, Tow King is your man. Okay, and it's just pure coincidence that I'm Kingatow and he's Tow King. He's just a bloke that I've met through YouTube, and yeah, I talk to him all the time, and he plays cars as well. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, just a 6-cylinder XW, 3 on the tree, fairly tidy sort of thing. Righto, so yeah, that's all sorted and it's off to South Australia and out of my hair. There's a bit more to that story, but you just don't want me yelling at you over it. But anyway, these are a couple of Dodge Fargo cabs I've got. This one I've got sitting here because the floor's really good in it. And then this one here, it's the right sort of cab. See how it's got the rounded piece at the back here? It's hard to get them because a lot of them are cut down utes like this one here. See how they had a style side back on them, right? And they cut the style side off, so it's hard to get the cab with the wraparound piece. But yeah, but this one's actually got the right body. It's good in the gutters and around the screens, but it's rusty inside in the floors. But look at the sick sun visor. I actually bought this whole cab for that sun visor, to be honest, because they're pretty expensive, these with the extra piece. But anyway, righto, and then our last Ford of the video is a Falcon with a supercharger. Had a built motor. It's still got the ECU piggyback and stuff. So I don't know, it'll get used for the engine and all the parts and all that sort of stuff in either the blue one, or I would like to find an early XR6 ute to be able to use all this gear, the supercharger and stuff like that. So yeah, check her out. What do you reckon? Okay, in a previous video, there was a video I had an XR8 ute and there was another Falcon, same model as this, like a blue one with a factory kit. It had these gear seats in it. See those ones there? I quite like these. So this is another gear. Yeah, okay, it come with this. This is why I bought the whole car. Well, that's not the reason actually. The reason that I bought the car is because I wanted those headrests for my other car. But with this car come a Powerdyne 91B supercharger. So that's
91,
what
61,
91 I think. So that's what that is. Okay. There's a list of stuff there. So rocker covers there, bigger injectors, exhaust, all that sort of stuff. It says that it's got a stage 2 cam, rising rate fuel pressure regulator. Yeah, but it blew up. The guy said that to Leith before that it was cylinder 6 that dropped, but cylinder 1 is the one with heaps of oil in it. So anyway,
yeah, you can see the oil in the exhaust there. But that's oil, and all the rest are actually pretty dry. Looks like it's been water in that one too. I'd say it's just lifted the head at some stage, and maybe it's melted a piston or something like that.
But yeah, so supposedly, I'm not even going to tell you what he said the pistons cost because it was ridiculous. This is a parts car, realistically. The seats, remember I got this Escort, I don't know if you've seen that yet, but it'll be coming up in a video if you haven't seen it yet. So I quite like these Recaro style seats. Might be able to recover them, to repurpose them, and even modify the rear seat to fit in the 2-door Escort. Digital dash and stuff for our other blue Falcon. The motor, supposedly he reckons, what was it? For 300 and something horsepower.
380 at the tyres, which I find a little bit hard to believe with what it actually is. So. Yeah,
but for what I paid for it, it gives us a lot of good parts, especially that supercharger. So, and you know, full set of good tinted windows, lights, supercharger obviously, good door trims, headrest for the other car. It completes a car and puts parts into 2 or 3 other builds. But
it does have an EMS piggyback computer on it as well.
Okay, which is anyway, it's up under the dash.
Yeah, it's just a piggyback.
Yeah, so they're worth what, $600 or $800?
Yeah, piggybacks. Yeah.
So there's a bit of value there. The guy that bought it got it from his mate, paid way too much, and then he wanted way too much, and then yeah. Anyway, it is what it is, but it's another one, guys. It's a Ford project. Whether the supercharger ends up on one of these motors, I would like to find myself a early XR6 ute, which would be perfect for one of these, for this motor, or perhaps, who knows. But anyway, gotta love those gear seats. Love them. Just, yeah. So anyway, a bit of Ford stuff for you. We've got a lot of cars to build in the future. We're getting closer and closer all the time, as you see the workshop getting sorted, and I'm still collecting stuff to put together with projects and engines and all the rest of it. So alright, I hope you enjoyed that one. It was a little bit different though. It's just a bit of footage that I'd filmed, and yeah, if I didn't show you, you wouldn't know they're there. Then you'd be like, where did that one come from? But at least, you know, it catches you up a little bit, and all up to speed. So yeah, like, subscribe, you know the drill. Anyway, righto, I'll see you again soon with who knows what else I'm going to buy tomorrow.